You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6.
Good morning, February 9th. Off to a good start. Friday, I'm Ray Collins.
It is. It is Friday, and it's also National Pizza Day. What two things could be better celebrating in my head right now?
That's true.
It's going to be a good day.
Let's get the forecast for the weekend now from First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
It's a beautiful way to kick things off.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure
and
is.
Forecast.
Absolutely. We have some pretty nice weather out there right now. Cooper in central Sarasota comes in with 65 degrees, and Richard in Northport 66. Pickup times for kids with the school bus stops will be about 71 degrees or so, and then as the kids are dropped off at their school bus stops again this afternoon, it'll be about 81. Both of those times look to be very nice with a sun-cloud mix. Now, as we head into the afternoon, there's a slight little chance of an isolated shower or two, but those shouldn't be a big bother, and they definitely will not be widespread. Temperatures across the region generally right now holding in the mid to upper 60s. Yes, we'll have a little bit of cloud cover around. We'll be dealing with the clouds, I think, all weekend long, kind of a sun-cloud mix, but really not a big deal. As I mentioned, there's only about a 20% chance of showers today. That'll come mainly in the afternoon, later afternoon. And daytime high temperatures stay warm straight through the period. We do have a chance at some weekend rain, though, and we'll talk about that coming up in just a few.
Thank you, John. Talk to you soon. Checking First Alert traffic there. Manatee Avenue West having some issues in the eastbound lane as you head toward downtown Bradenton. Otherwise, the usual delays on 301 up and down. Checking the northern half of Sarasota County, you can still almost see University Parkway at the very top of your screen, and you'll see in the westbound lane some issues there around Whitfield as you're heading toward Lockwood Ridge. Otherwise, pretty clear in that section of Sarasota County. South County, all clear at 6:02.
Well, tax season is in full swing. Now, if you plan to file on your own this year, there are a few ways to make that process a little easier.
Marla Spence has details now live from Newtown. Marla, good morning.
Yeah, if you're filing your own taxes this year, you're not alone. About 33% of Americans plan on filing their taxes, and they actually file their taxes yearly. Now, doing so sometimes can cause a big headache with the amount of questions and confusing tax questions and amount of paperwork. So here are a few ways to make the process a bit easier this year. First, make sure you have the filing deadline to avoid any penalties for filing late or not filing at all. Review last year's returns, and all the information on those returns can make the process easier because all Social Security numbers for dependents and employer IDs are on those previous tax returns, so you don't have to go into those filing cabinets or those briefcases. Also, be sure to double and triple check your return and make sure no mistakes are on that return. Having mistakes on those returns can make it a big headache for you, and you can possibly receive the wrong refund. Now, coming up at 6:30, we're going to be telling you about a tax scam that's been going across Manatee County and how you can prevent from being a victim. Back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, thank you, Marla, for the latest tax season tips and locations, also breaking news and First Alert forecast. Open our app under WWSB or My Suncoast. New this morning, a Northport High School student has been arrested after police say he threatened to harm other students. Last night, the police department received several tips that a student was making threats on social media. They looked into it and arrested a teenager. Police say they are confident that the issue has been resolved, that the campus is indeed safe today.
Well, they still have work to do, but Florida lawmakers have passed dueling budgets for 2018. Lawmakers have until early March to work out their differences of the $88.7 billion state budget in order to end that annual session on time. Now, the key areas where spending varies the most are public schools, state universities, and environmental programs. Some House Democrats say the budget does not spend enough money on affordable housing and mental health programs.
Florida students who are bullied may soon be able to get private school vouchers, reimbursement for private tutors, or move to a new school under a new education bill. Students who are victims of any violence whatsoever will potentially have more options. If the education bill is passed, it would also include a program for students in third grade who perform poorly on standardized tests. Those students' parents would receive a refund for money spent on tutors.
Well, two Florida lawmakers want the state to ban conversion therapy for minors. Now, conversion therapy is a practice. It's been controversial for years, where a doctor or a therapist attempts to change the sexual orientation of a person, often through prayer and counseling. Now, supporters of the bill say most reputable psychiatric groups oppose the practice, but therapists are still using it.
They were gay when they went to conversion therapy. Some of them lied to themselves and to others just to get out of it and said they weren't. But today they're all proud and out and openly gay. So I've never met anyone that said that it worked.
Well, at least 9 other states have already outlawed conversion therapy. Neither the House nor the Senate version of the bill has been heard just yet. There's still a few weeks left in the session. Good
news for Florida drivers. You may soon be able to get a discount on your traffic tickets. That is, if you're willing to take a driver improvement course. This newly approved bill only applies to non-criminal traffic tickets, and the option is only available once a year and up to 5 times. This is a live look at Circus Sarasota. Cue the performer.
That is right.
There we go.
AJ Silver, and that is his Wild West routine.
Wow, he must be fun at parties.
He is, right? They've got soccer dogs, high wire artists, jugglers, quick change artists. They're going to be out there. It is the 250th anniversary of the modern circus that they're celebrating at Circus Sarasota.
But wait, there's more. If you go tomorrow, Stephanie Webb will be the ringmaster.
2 p.m. wearing the shiny coat. And then on Sunday, you can see this guy, Ray Collins. He is going to be your honorary ringmaster at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, should be a fun weekend.
This will be a great weekend.
There's our respective Facebook pages. Make sure you check them out. We upload fresh content every day. Often show the funniest clips of the morning.
Yes, and pictures in our ringmaster outfits from this weekend for sure on Monday.
Hope they have extra large jackets for me.
Please stop.
All the cotton candy I have.
I want the big hat. That's what I want.
Oh, that's right. No reason to comb my hair.
No.
There's our Instagram page as well. Up next, First Alert traffic, also the weekend forecast, and a new high-tech collar you might want to invest in.
This is pretty interesting. It's for your 4-legged furry family member. Why veterinarians are suggesting it when we come back.
There's a live look at the Rosemary District. 64 degrees right now, but hang in there. A high of 81 by this afternoon. John Scalzi's complete weekend forecast coming up next on Good Morning Suncoast.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
So Matt told me to meet him at 7 a.m. sharp right here. It is now 7:01 a.m. You think Matt would leave without me? Hey, is Matt here?
Long gone.
Long gone.
Just missed him.
Just missed him.
All done.
Mr. Sparky guarantees they're on time and the repair is free, so chop chop.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Matt, you started without me.
I finished without you too.
I actually started playing the game at 11 years old, so I started a little bit later than most players. But I was actually raised on Fighting Joe. The value here at Robert Trent Jones is unsurpassable. I mean, I have looked to other places. I've traveled all the way across the country. Everything is perfect as far as everything is the golf course, the rolling of the greens. Everything that I've encountered has just been absolutely incredible. And for the money that you spend, for the value that you actually get, it is unsurpassable. I'd recommend it for anybody.
Download the all-new ABC 7 First Alert Weather app now. Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
It's a very pleasant start to the morning with 65-degree air temperature, dew point coming in at 64. Maybe a little on the humid side for some folks considering, the month, but nevertheless, that's what it is. And as we head into the next 7 days, I think we'll see much of the same. A little bit of cloud cover out there right now. We'll be dealing with those clouds throughout the day today. We're going to kind of be in a sun-cloud mix right straight through the weekend, I think. East wind comes in at about 9. Now, that east wind is a shift in our wind this morning, and that's kind of critical for the morning forecast, because what it's doing is taking any kind of sea fog that might develop and push it back out to sea as opposed to pushing it on shore. And we had that situation yesterday where some places got socked in with some sea fog that lingered right through mid-morning. I don't think we'll have that problem today. 69 degrees by 9 a.m. That sun cloud mix will continue. 75 when you go out to lunch. I think it'll be a beautiful hour or two there. And then we'll probably start to think about working in a few scattered showers at about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Daytime highs will top out about 81. There will be a fair amount of moisture in the atmosphere. We'll have this strong easterly wind that will continue to carry showers over from the other coast. And I think the combination of those factors will support about a 20% chance of an isolated shower or two. Not a big deal, but they'll be around. And then as we head into the 7 o'clock hour, any showers I think will be winding down and we'll be left with a temperature of about 72. 10 out of 10 chance that the kids get outside for recess today. No issues here. A little bit cloudy perhaps, but warm. Low 70s to low 80s and not one issue with any of our three parameters. We have a line of showers that's been kind of persistent out in Atlantic waters. It's all associated with a trough of low pressure, and it's going to continue on, it looks like, for the next day or two. At the surface, we have a cold front that kind of continues off into a warm front as it moves over the state of Florida. Came through yesterday as a cold front, sunk south. Now it's returning north as a warm front. It'll eventually stall out right over central Florida and fade away. Showers and maybe a few thunderstorms to the north of us associated with little ripples in the jet stream and a frontal boundary located to the north. Those showers have no impact on us whatsoever. We are under the influence of building high pressure, which will basically just cause this front to wash away. We'll look for a sun-cloud mix right straight through the next couple of days with just isolated sprinkles possible. Warm really all straight through the weekend and into next work week. We will have a little trough of low pressure sinking southward on Sunday that may influence our weather with a few scattered showers around. But that's about it, really. And the rain chance has been trending down in the models. Despite any changes in our atmosphere, we're not going to see any changes in our temperatures. Nighttime temperatures stay pretty flat right through the period, which is a good indication that daytime high temperatures will do the same. Northwest wind coming in at about 5 knots, shifting to the east overnight at about 10 knots. 2-foot seas, light chop. Nice day for boating. Be a nice day all weekend long. I think will be nice boating weather. 20% chance of showers today. Daytime high 81. We'll go with about 82 on Saturday with not much of a rain chance there. Sunday 20% chance, 81. And then each and every day thereafter, we'll be looking at some very pleasant weather. By the way, Valentine's Day looks to be just exquisite under mostly sunny skies. We'll have a daytime high of about 82. And maybe on Wednesday, some slightly lower humidity. Back to you guys.
Valentine's Day is next week. Can't wait.
That is. All right, it is next Wednesday. It is 6:14. Let's take a look at your first alert traffic that is out there. So far, nothing too major. You've got some slowdowns going on 301, as well as if you're heading into the city of Sarasota from Ellington, little slowdown there as well. Some slowdowns on 41 southbound, as well as a little congestion on Bee Ridge Road and the normal one on Fruitville as well. And then in South County, those roads are actually looking pretty good out there this morning. So if you've got some errands to run or you need to leave for work, you're doing pretty good this morning.
All right, 6:15, keeping track of your dog just got easier. There's now a high-tech tracking collar that allows you to monitor your dog through an app. ABC's Lori Corbin tells us why veterinarians like this invention.
Herbie, the French bulldog, is 13 years old. He's pretty healthy, but has a little trouble getting around, which is why veterinarian Jeff Werber got him a pet pace collar.
It monitors your dog's daily activity, temperature, respiration, heart rate, activity level. It'll tell you when he's eating, it'll tell you when he's sleeping, which side he's sleeping on.
The electronic collar offers a lot of data, some of which you may not need or want. But Dr. Werber points out that information goes directly into the app, which you can show your pet's vet if needed. And remember, when you take your pet in, they can get a little anxious too.
Sometimes you take a dog to the veterinarian, their pulse is racing, their respiratory rate is higher because they're nervous, they're excited.
The device detects low, normal, and high range and alerts when there's a major change.
It's great for your vet to look at, and also your vet to know how things are going normally at home.
There's also another tracker called the Whistle 3, and Dr. Werber likes it because it's part GPS and part nanny cam.
You could set a perimeter, and if your pet goes outside that perimeter, you're going to get an alert. And then you know to turn on the GPS, and you can actually follow your pet.
Since the Whistle 3 also tracks activity, you will know if your dog is exercising. Let's say at the time you've scheduled a dog walker.
When you see that dog is just, you know, you're paying somebody to do nothing.
You have the data in hand. Both collars have a small monthly fee. The Pet Pace collects more data and is about $200. The Whistle 3 offers GPS and activity tracking and is around $80.
All right, I was looking at that and I was imagining what my dog would look like when I look at her activity. It would just be straight sleeping for the entire time. Sleeping. That's actually a really good thing for pet owners.
Neat technology.
I like that app.
Still had the latest on model Kate Upton's accusations against the co-founder of Guess Jeans.
Find out what she wants to see change in their company culture. We'll have that for you right after this.
It is 64 degrees right now. Should see a high today of 81. Some clouds though. Not bad, huh? February. There's a Rosemary District. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closet story.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
All right, there is a live look outside this morning. It's a beautiful Friday morning, going to be in the 80s today. We are loving the forecast
I love that. Up north, it's not quite like that.
No, you're not getting this look if you are in Michigan or Illinois or New York or Ohio. It is beautiful here on the Suncoast.
Love that contrast of weather right now.
Absolutely. Well, the 2018 Winter Olympic Games opening ceremonies kick off tonight in Pyeongchang, South Korea.
ABC's Alex Stone has a sneak peek now at some events that are already underway.
As we approach the opening ceremony here in Pyeongchang, the narratives are starting to set. North and South Korea competing under a neutral flag. The Russians officially under close scrutiny after they were banned as a country following that massive doping scandal at the 2014 Olympics. Those athletes who tested clean are allowed to compete, but if any Russian wins gold, they'll hear the Olympic anthem. On the American side, four-time Olympian luger Erin Hamlin named the flag bearer for Team USA. She tied with speed skater Shawnee Davis in the athlete-led voting, but won in a coin toss.
There's so many people that are deserving of this that to be selected is pretty amazing.
But Davis, a five-time Olympian, fuming, tweeting at Team USA, dishonorably tossed a coin to decide its 2018 flag bearer. No problem, I can wait until 2022. Hashtag Black History Month 2018. In mixed doubles curling, American siblings Matt and Becca Hamilton losing a dramatic match against Switzerland, who won on the last slide. And in men's team figure skating, Nathan Chen of Salt Lake City, a disappointing performance in the short program. This is the first of 3 Olympics in the Asian Rim. The 2020 Summer Games are set for Tokyo, followed by Beijing in 2022. Alex Stone, ABC News, Pyeongchang.
Well, as the opening ceremonies kick off tonight, Wallet Hub has put together a world-class collection of Olympics by the numbers. $13 billion, that's the estimated cost of the Olympics this year, 4 times less than the 2014 Olympics in Sochi, which was the most expensive ever. 242, that's how many are on Team USA, a record for any country in the Winter Olympics. 102 events this year in 15 sports, that's also a record breaker, and 92 countries are participating. There's going to be about 3,000 journalists that are credentialed to cover those games. And check this out, over 2,400 hours of coverage over 5 networks is planned, the most ever for a Winter Olympics. $1.2 million has been spent on cybersecurity. That's pretty interesting for those events. And 30,000, that is the number of people that are considered to be a security threat to the games, and they are actually banned from entering the country.
30,000?
30,000 people are considered a security threat and cannot even come into South Korea for that.
High number indeed.
A lot of good numbers right there.
Well, Kate Upton is breaking her silence on alleged harassment by the co-founder of Guess Jeans.
That's right. ABC's Diane Macedo has the details on the allegations and the change that Upton wants to see in the company.
In this morning's GMA First Look, before Sports Illustrated made her a cover girl, I got a fever, and commercial and movie roles made her a superstar,
What's going on?
Kate Upton was just starting out as a Guess campaign model. She's now alleging Guess co-founder Paul Marciano sexually and emotionally harassed her, telling TMZ on Thursday that Guess needs to change their company culture.
I think change comes from the top, but he's been there for years, so it will be more than just firing him to change the culture inside the offices.
But Marciano denies her claims, calling them preposterous. He says he's never been alone with Upton and never touched her inappropriately. And coming up at 7 a.m., Robin Roberts talks to Kate Upton live in Times Square. With your GMA First Look, I'm Diane Macedo, ABC News, New York.
When it comes to travel, I sweat the details. Late checkout, down alternative pillows, and of course, price. TripAdvisor helps you book a hotel without breaking a sweat. Because we now instantly search over 200 booking sites to find you the lowest price on the hotel you want. Don't sweat your booking. TripAdvisor, the latest reviews, the lowest prices.
You have a vision. It's behind everything you do.
even when you least expect it, it comes through. You know what you want, and we can help make it real. You need choices? We've got all kinds, including special finishes and papers. And they're all absolutely guaranteed, because you have a vision and we have your card. 500 start at just $9.99 when you enter BC500 at Vistaprint.com.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today, and named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
My name is Stefan Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been arrested in the state of Florida, the state attorney's office is already working on your prosecution. It's time to work on your defense. So give us a call. We've got your back.
Alex Karras Lincoln's 40th anniversary sale. Please join us in welcoming the two newest additions to the Lincoln lineup, our flagship luxury sedan, the 2018 Lincoln Continental, and the totally redesigned 2018 Lincoln Navigator, featuring 450 horsepower, 10-speed transmission, and many best-in-class features. Alex Karras Lincoln, where our mission statement is consistent commitment, every client, every time. Located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
I just had a very educational ride with Nina.
Did you learn anything?
Where do I begin? So all this stuff goes into a safety check.
Yep.
It's a long list.
It's important stuff.
Test the smoke detector.
Yep.
Check the breaker box.
Yep.
Meter the GFCIs.
Ground fault circuit interrupters.
Well, I do that.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Nina, you make it look easy.
Thanks, but don't do it yourself.
Who's your guy?
Everyone likes the 2018 Honda Civic. For $169 a month, you made Civic the best-selling compact car in America. You'll like Civic's 5-star safety ratings and that KBB.com named Civic a best buy and the most awarded car. Get the 2018 Civic at a payment you'll love. $169 a month today at your local Honda dealer.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast this half hour, a new multi-million-dollar aquarium is in the works. We're going to tell you just how many millions it could be bringing to our area.
A tax scam is going around Manatee County. How you can prevent yourself from being a victim and what that scam is straight ahead.
And the Tampa Bay Rays may be set to announce their big move into Tampa. Those stories and more right now on Good Morning Suncoast.
You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6:30.
The circus resumes tonight in Sarasota.
That is right. Live look at Circus Sarasota. They're up and performing live for us on this beautiful Friday morning. It's the 250th anniversary of the modern circus. It's been going on now through March 4th. You can see Wild West acts and tightrope walkers and soccer dogs and quick changed artists.
Yeah.
All kinds of really
That's
cool
like
stuff.
that's like us some mornings.
You know, sometimes that tightrope and being on TV have a lot of things in common.
That's true.
You could fall and look funny.
Yeah, so it should be fun. It starts tonight, goes through March 4th, as Stephanie said. And Stephanie's the ringmaster on Saturday, and I'll put the outfit on Sunday.
That is right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome John Scalzi.
That's good. That's a good warm-up. We're going to do that, right?
I'm ready.
I like that.
I'll be nervous, I'm sure.
All right, sounds good.
Good morning, John.
Good morning. Don't ask me to walk that tightrope. That will never happen. Temperatures across the region generally pretty mild out there, looking at mid-60s, few upper 60s coming into the picture. We have some conditions reported by our weather watchers. Becky in Olmayaka reports in with 60 degrees and wishes everybody a very happy weekend. Al in Northport comes in at 67 degrees. A little bit of fair weather cloudiness out there, but not much in the way of anything that'll stop the heating of the day, which will be significant. It'll get us up to about an 80-degree air temperature. 20% chance of showers, just isolated though, not a big deal, but they'll be around this afternoon. So over the course of the next half hour, we're going to be talking about this sun-cloud mix and how long that will linger before we'll get crystal clear blue skies again. Only isolated inland showers for today, but what about the weekend? There are more rainfall on the way, and what the temperatures will look like in the 7 days ahead. All that coming up in a few. Back to you.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, John. Checking traffic, 301 northbound, some issues there. As you get past State Road 70, otherwise pretty clear in Manatee County. The northern half of Sarasota County will show us 3, 2, 1. Little problem there on Bee Ridge in the eastbound lane out by Honore. Be aware of that, otherwise pretty clear. And our final map to the south shows us a little blip there, 41 northbound as you approach Osprey.
Well, now to new developments in Washington. Just a short time ago, the House narrowly passed a sweeping bipartisan budget deal.
Yeah, the vote ends an hours-long government shutdown while you slept. It also clears a path for huge spending increases for both the Pentagon and also domestic programs. The $400 billion spending plan will now go to President Trump, who, despite all those increases, has still promised to sign it.
Well, tax season is also in full swing, meaning more scammers are out there that are trying to get what is in your wallet. An IRS tax scam is going around Manatee County, and law enforcement is urging you to be cautious.
Marla Spence joins us now live from Newtown with the story. Marla?
Yeah, very scary for tax filers here on the Suncoast. So far, there's been one victim in that tax scam, and it's been in Manatee County. Now, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office says that they released a statement on their Facebook page stating that a woman who was recently contacted by phone by who she believed was the IRS, the person on the other end of the line told the woman she was being investigated for tax fraud and there was a warrant out for her arrest. She was told her warrant would be lifted if she paid $500 in gift cards, which she ended up doing. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office says that this is a complete scam, and they say if you do get a phone call asking for money or the threat that there has been a warrant out for your arrest, that you should report it to the Manatee County Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen. Reporting live in Sarasota, Marla Spence for ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Marla, for the latest on tax season tips and locations. Also breaking news in the forecast. Our new app is at WWSB or My Suncoast.
Well, like Marla mentioned, this tax season there are already several scams that are making the rounds here on the Suncoast. According to the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, a scammer called a Bradenton woman and told her she was under investigation for tax fraud. Well, now he also told her she had to pay $500 or an arrest warrant would be issued. Now, the victim in that case realized it was a scam and she did call authorities. If you receive any similar calls, you should report it immediately to your local law enforcement.
New this morning, a Northport High School student is in custody after police say he threatened to harm other students. Last night, the police department received several tips that a student was making threats on social media. Police say they looked into it and arrested a student. Police say they are confident now that the issue has been resolved and that the campus is indeed safe today.
Well, a busy and dangerous intersection in Manatee County is causing some problems. Now, there have been many serious accidents at State Road 64 in front of the Greyhawk Landing development. Now, one of those crashes even killed a resident there. Now, some people who live in the area are asking for a traffic signal to be put up in that spot.
What's happening lately is it's 3- and 4-car accidents, which puts everybody's life in jeopardy. And we have so many young drivers, too, in Greyhawk, and that makes it even more difficult.
It's been a constant danger. We're all a bit afraid leaving the intersection every morning, especially if you're turning left. It's almost it's a death trap is probably the best way to put it.
Well, the Florida Department of Transportation says they are aware of the concerns and they are working on a temporary solution. Now, a long-term solution in that area is to install a roundabout, but they say that one is still a few years away. Early voting in the special election for the State House District 72 seat ends tomorrow. 3 candidates are on the ballot: Republican James Buchanan, Democrat Margaret Good, and Libertarian Allison Foxall. They're all looking to replace Alex Miller, who resigned months into her first term last year. You can cast your ballot at any one of 3 locations until tomorrow. Election day itself is next week on Tuesday, February 13th. Well, this weekend, Sarasota Mayor Shelley Freeland Eddy will hold her very first digital town hall meeting. She's going to be discussing ways to revitalize the 53-acre bayfront property near the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall. Now, the mayor wants to make sure it is a cultural destination with open public access for all of Sarasota. Her Facebook Live event will start around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. You hear that? Construction on Sarasota's controversial lift station project is getting louder, and the general contractor has a high-tech way to keep tabs on how much noise it's creating. If you drive by the site on US 41 at the 301 split near downtown, you've seen the fenced-off construction site, and now you're hearing it. Neighbors have been hearing this now on and off for the past 10 years. Contractors have installed 2 vibration monitors, and the project manager says an underground sensor will let them know when the noise and vibration reaches a certain level.
When it gets to that limit, we get a notification, or the construction team does, that we're within 80% of that level. That way we can cut off construction activities, figure out what's causing the higher vibrations, and resolve it before it can impact the structure. It is a construction zone. There will be impacts. Our job is to monitor those impacts and notify the residents when there is a level that exceeds what they're used to, or try to modify construction techniques to reduce the levels of vibration or noise.
The project is now 10 years delayed, but they say it should be finished in 2 years. The Sarasota YMCA is getting help recovering from Hurricane Irma from the Community Foundation of Sarasota County. The Y is getting $15,000 through the Hurricane Irma Relief and Recovery Fund to help pay for repairs at its facilities. The Sarasota Y helps about 50,000 people. A $130 million aquarium is now in the works for Sarasota. Now, this is what Mote Marine Laboratories' new state-of-the-art aquarium could look like by the end of 2021. The facility is going to double the size of Mote's current aquarium and generate an estimated $28 million a year. Now, the aquarium is going to be built on county-owned land at Nathan Benderson Park. It's expected to draw around 700,000 visitors just in its first year. That new location will offer free interactive teaching labs to area students to inspire marine education.
I think everything about it is amazing, and it's going to be amazing for Sarasota and Bradenton. It's just an amazing project.
We are going to make sure that every child in this region, has an opportunity for hands-on STEM experiences at this facility.
All right, a good plan there. The start of Mote's campaign to raise $130 million for that new aquarium officially kicked off this week. They say it's already about 20% complete. They hope to break ground officially by the end of 2019. And speaking of big projects, the Tampa Bay Rays are expected to announce today they want to relocate the team into the city of Tampa. Hillsborough County Commissioner Ken Hagan told the Tampa Bay Times that the Rays' preferred location for a new ballpark is on the outskirts of Ybor City. According to Hagan, the team is planning to announce make it official today at the Tampa Baseball Museum this afternoon. Well, you can take a trip back in time in Venice this weekend. 3 World War II era planes are on display there. A B-17, B-25, and P-51 Mustang make up the warbirds there. They travel all around the country. It gives people a chance to crawl inside and see what it was like to actually be in one. Now, you can see the warbirds on display at the Venice Municipal Airport today through Sunday. Tickets are $15 for adults, $5 for kids 12 and under. Lots of choices. We've got that, and we've got this. That's right. You're taking a live look at Circus Sarasota under the big top early this morning. We've got performers that are up with us. They're getting ready to perform this weekend. ABC 7 will be there all weekend long. I'll be there Sunday at 2 o'clock.
Oh, you're there Saturday.
I'm sorry, Saturday at 2 o'clock, and you're there Sunday at 1 o'clock. I was getting our days mixed up.
We work so much together we confuse each other.
Right? So we're the same person now, Ray Collins.
I don't know. That's not good for you.
No. 32 performances in all, and they're celebrating a modern circus this year. So
yeah, can't wait to see it.
Absolutely. All right, we've got more on that still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, as well as your first alert weather and traffic. And you may want to rethink your breakfast decisions.
No, really?
This is good news. You got to hear this.
That cereal you're eating might not be the best option. A surprising alternative to Fruity Pebbles when we come back. But first, a peek outside our window. 64 degrees on the outside right now. Could see a high of 81 later on. John Scalzi's complete first alert forecast is coming up next on Good Morning Suncoast.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
My California Closets designer is a rock star. She was able to design the most beautiful space for me. When I turn the lights on, it's breathtaking. It's just a little slice of organized heaven. The California Closet team was so professional, so reliable. It was seriously a dream come true. My name is Jill, and this is my California Closet story.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
So our Cortez Bridge webcam put into motion has good news for you this morning. Yesterday, coming up about an hour from now, we saw this picture that was completely socked in with fog. And now we're looking at a pretty crystal clear view of the horizon for folks out there. So an indication that the sea fog is really not the problem that it was 24 hours ago. And the reason is that number right there. East wind coming in at about 9 miles per hour. The easterly wind is taking that sea fog and pushing it back out into the Gulf waters, as opposed to wind that would be in the opposite direction, pushing it onshore. So that's good news. We had a big problem with fog yesterday across much of west central Florida. And today we do not. 65-degree air temperature. We have a little bit of cloud cover out there. We have a dew point value that's pretty close to the air temperature. So it does feel kind of humid and kind of sticky out there, but that east wind is helping things out in terms of fog formation. Warm today with just a few isolated sprinkles. By 9 o'clock, we'll hit close to the 70-degree mark. Be there by the time we get to the lunchtime hour with 75 degrees. Heading into pickup time for the kids, and we're looking at, well, probably a little bit of cloud cover leading to a few scattered showers. About a 20% chance of that. It's not going to be widespread, and it's not going to be a real problem, I don't think. Most of us won't see anything at all. And for those of us that do, I think there'll be quick, brief passing showers that won't add much to the rain bucket. 81 degrees, the air temperature at 3, and then by 7 o'clock tonight, it'll be around 72. So we go through the morning hours, coming into the lunchtime period with some pretty quiet conditions, temperatures climbing pretty nicely with that easterly wind flow. And then as we head into 3 p.m., a few scattered showers popping up here and there, few and far between. Temperatures solidly in the 80s, even some mid-80s in inland areas east of the interstate. With that east wind continuing, we'll go into the evening hours and watch these showers begin to wind down as we head into the evening, but there'll still be a few of them around, and they'll be gradually drifting toward the coastline and dying out. I think sunset tonight will feature a few clouds around and maybe an isolated shower or two. A northwest wind comes in at about 5 knots today. That'll be shifting to the east at about 10 knots. We'll be looking for that to continue through the course of the afternoon and into the evening. The temperature trend continues to show some pretty nice conditions, I think. We'll have very little in the way of any kind of dips in the temperature over the course of the week ahead. We have what's setting up as called a zonal flow. That means the winds aloft really just move across the nation from west to east without much of a north-south motion. And without a north-south motion, you can't coax any of that cold air into the state of Florida. So we'll stay warm right straight through the period. The forecast, as I mentioned, the winds are generally going to be out of the northwest this afternoon after shifting from the east for boaters. That should lead us to a 2-foot seas and just a light chop. So the forecast for the week ahead looks warm, way warm for this time of year. 81 degrees today with a 20% chance of showers tomorrow. A lot of sunshine around in 82. Sunday, front moves in and brings us a slight chance at a shower. Never really makes it through here. It'll kind of just fade away before it ever does. So we stay warm each and every day thereafter. And on Valentine's Day, we're probably looking at a temperature of around 82 degrees. Very nice indeed. Nighttime lows stay in the 60s, and that takes us right into Thursday with daytime temperatures running about 10 degrees above average. Back to you.
All right, thanks, John. Let's take a look over at First Alert traffic this morning. Definitely starting to see a little bit more red on that map as everybody is up and about, running errands and heading out to work this morning. You have your typical slowdowns on the bridges that are heading into Sarasota, as well as State Road 64. Definitely some slowdowns there on southbound and northbound 41, as well as some congestion on Bee Ridge Road as well. In South County, those roads are looking pretty good this morning, as you'll see here in just a moment. No real slowdowns to see out there, so the traffic is looking pretty good this morning, still at 6:47. Well, investors are nervously watching the stock market this morning. The Dow has fallen yet again twice now in 1 week. It lost just over 1,000 points yesterday. That drop followed Monday's loss of almost 1,200 points and officially put the 3 largest market indicators, the Dow, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ, all into the red for the year. The stock market is now in a reverse trend, 10% off its record high just 2 weeks ago. Some investors are starting to get a little nervous. Traders on Wall Street fear the Federal Reserve will start aggressively raising interest rates in order to fight off that inflation.
All right, sharp turn here. The 29th annual Gulf Coast Games kicks off this weekend. The event is open to amateur athletes who are 50 and older. Seniors will compete in more than a dozen sports for medals in attempts to qualify in the 2018 Florida Senior Games state competition. The games will take place at a variety of locations around Manatee and Sarasota counties.
Well, today is National Pizza Day all across the country. A whole 24 beautiful hours to celebrate all things pizza. But the really good news this morning, instead of that morning bowl of cereal, a slice of pizza is actually healthier.
Hey.
According to health.com, a nutritionist compared the sugar content, 18 grams of sugar in just a cup of Raisin Bran, for example, with a slice of pizza. Oh my God, that video is making me so hungry. The pizza has more protein, which also helps control your appetite longer, and then it also helps prevent snacking between meals throughout the day. Now, they aren't recommending pizza for breakfast every day, but just don't feel guilty if you need to switch up some morning.
You got a pizza right there?
I got some pizza.
Is it cold?
It's cold, but it's still good. I was so hungry I couldn't even make it past that video.
You've got a prop.
Pizza.
What do you like on your pizza?
Mushrooms. I like fungus, olives, onions, which are going to work out well for you in about 10 minutes.
We'll just hold hands then.
Yes.
Up next, your day's top local news headlines, and the perfect trio escaped on Hump Day of all days.
That's right, just to take, a little leisurely stroll, probably looking for pizza. We'll have more about their escape right after this.
We should see a high of 81 degrees later on today as dawn is breaking here in Sarasota. Pretty shot there outside our window, high above the Rosemary District. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
It's Greek time! February 8th through the 11th at the 34th Annual St. Barbara Greek Festival. Bring your family and friends. Treat yourself to authentic Greek home cooking and pastries. Plus, dance to traditional Greek music. Visit a marketplace filled with crafts and jewelry from local artisans. Children will enjoy the kids zone and everyone will have a good time. Bring your appetites and spend a day in Greece without leaving the area. The Greek Festival at St. Barbara Greek Orthodox Church just north of University Parkway, where Lockwood and Talevast roads meet. Yasu!
If you're between 50 and 85 years old, call the number on your screen right now for free information on how to save your family thousands of dollars. We're Family Love Plans, and we've been helping families just like yours for over 30 years. The average funeral today can cost up to $10,000 or more, but the most you'll get from government benefits is just $255. How will your family pay the difference? At Family Love Plans, we can help you and your family. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam and your plan can't be canceled. Better still, your rate will never go up and your benefits will never go down. Get your free information about our senior plans. Just answer a few simple questions and receive approval right over the phone.
Call 1-800-707-3608. That's 1-800-707-3608.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blog, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7, weekdays starting at 5.
Here are some headlines today. A new bill in Tallahassee would let you take a driver improvement course to get a discount on traffic tickets. The newly approved bill only applies to non-criminal traffic tickets.
Plus, Moat Marine announced their plans for a new state-of-the-art aquarium, doubling the size of the current one. The new aquarium is set to be built near Nathan Benderson Park, and the goal is to break ground by 2019.
And early voting in the special election for the State House District 72 seat ends tomorrow. Election day is Tuesday. 3 candidates are looking to replace Alex Miller, who resigned a few months into her first term. Checking first alert traffic, pretty clear right now. You might see some slowdowns there on 41 north and southbound around Bayshore Gardens. Otherwise, all clear at 6:54.
Pretty nice day shaping up for us. I think we'll have a lot of sunshine mixed with some fair weather clouds throughout the day today. Slight chance of a shower as we head into the 3 p.m. time period, 3, 4, 5, 6. even into 7. We'll look for a daytime high. The top's out about 10 degrees above average right straight through the weekend. The sunset walk forecast calls for some light southeasterly winds, a little bit of cloud cover in the sky, and 3 beach balls out of 4. But even 3 beach balls out of 4 in Florida is pretty good.
Hey,
right?
we'll take
Yeah.
it. Compared to everything else, that's beautiful.
Give me a
out there.
huzzah.
Yes, we like it. All right, finally this morning, these guys like your forecast too. A trio of escaped camels caused quite a buzz in Missouri, especially since they escaped on Wednesday. That is right, these camels, they escaped Ray and John on Hump Day.
Nice.
No.
Yes.
Get out.
That's right. They didn't cause any trouble, though. You know, just a few laughs and an odd thing to see, especially in the middle of Missouri. Who expects to see roaming random camels? Now, a family member may not have latched the gate, probably. That's how they think they went all escape from Alcatraz. But that's when Jersey, Joe, and Jed decided to head out. The owner says the 3 did make it about a half a mile from the barn. They were gone for less than an hour, but, you know, it made for, like, some good fodder among the neighbors.
You don't associate St. Louis with camels too much.
You don't, but they do have an amazing zoo there. The St. Louis
Yep.
Zoo is one of the best in the country.
Is
Just
that right?
saying. It is incredible.
They went to Starbucks next, John, and the barista said 1 hump or 2.
Oh, you did not.
I had
my
to.
Gosh.
Hey, we'll see you at the circus. Stephanie's the ringmaster tomorrow. I'll be there on Sunday. Have a great weekend. Lots to do in the Suncoast this area.
That's
this
right.
weekend.
Stick around. Good Morning America is straight ahead.